All right, topic today, guys. While it's fresh on my mind, I've had a couple people I've talked to today. One of them I'm gonna give a shout out to, young Super Dan out in Vegas. He's got his own YouTube channel. He's got his YouTube channel that he does out there. He does a variety. He's kind of changing things up now, but he does do video poker. He does some stuff with himself as far as commentary. And then the other thing I wanted to talk about too is I was talking to a good friend of mine just today before I walked into the gym, and he was telling me, he's like, man, what am I doing wrong? I'm getting my ass kicked on video poker. Now last year he won, he was up about $10,000, right? So nothing was wrong last year. Now this year can't do anything right, down whatever he's down, I don't know. But the reality of it is like me and him were talking about was, I said, here's the deal, bud, is how long are you going to play at the casino for in the rest of your life? I mean, you know, I think he's probably about 55 years old. So he's got another 25 years, let's say, at the casino. So between now and the next 25 years, do you think you're going to win or you're going to lose at the casino? The answer's pretty evident right there. I mean, most people know they're going to lose over the next 25 years, right? So if you already know you're going to lose, why would you be gambling the house on the next gamble? If you already know you're going to lose in the next 20 years, why don't you gamble for fun? Why don't you gamble for fun and just take it increments at a time and enjoy it? Because if you know you're going to lose, if you truly know you're going to lose, then why would you go into an establishment to lose all your money, right? So I say all that for this reason. So yeah, we want to go to the casino individual trips to win. Absolutely. I do too. But I have enough sense to know that I'm not going to win because I don't set the rules. The government wins because they set the rules. You know, the owner of the restaurant establishment wins because they set the rules. The owner of the casino wins because he sets the rules. He has the house edge. The edge is not in our behalf. So if we already know that, we have to convince ourselves that, listen, because here was what my buddy said, and this is what Super Dan said on the internet also. He says, not that he didn't slam me for playing nickels, but he was like, nickels is not what he wants to do. I understand that. Hey, trust me. Do I wish when I hit a royal flush? Do I wish I was playing $100 bills? Absolutely, I wish I was. The reality is this. I know in the long run I'm going to lose. When you watch my channel and you see the wins on there, I'm just showing you clips of wins. If you want me to show you clips of losses, I will have a bigger clips of losses. That's just the way it is, right? Now, I happen to be on a good luck tear the last few months. It just happens to be like that. I can tell you years where I wasn't in there. But the reality is, this is what I told my buddy John. That's why I comp them. I say comp them to death, but the only way I ever have a chance to win at any casino is I have to have the edge on the comp system. That's the only way. I'm not winning any other way. I'm not going to go in there. I'm not intelligent enough to go in and find the right machine that's going to pay me 500 times, 1,000 times my bet and walk out of there. No one is. No one can do it. You might win the first few times you're there. It's probably the worst thing that'll happen to you. So I'm just encouraging you, if you're going to gamble, if you're going to put money into a slot machine, I'm encouraging you to do it for fun. And if you're winning today, count your blessings. You'll be losing tomorrow. This the fact of it. It's the matter of the fact. They are set up in a way to where you cannot win long term. It's just the way it is. I wish I could tell you it was different. I wish I've been, and I've only been going to the casino since 95. So that's 24 years. I've had 24 years of experience of gambling, and it shakes out the same way every single time. It's the same thing every casino. You might win a few $100. How many times have you went into a casino and walked out with $1,000? You can count them on a couple of your hands, right? I mean, unless you're a big time high roller, then it might be a little different swings for you. But the reality is this is what I like to count. Don't forget about how much money you win. How many times do you go in? How many bonuses do you win and you win 500 times your bet? How many times does that happen for you? Or 1,000 times your bet? How many times does that happen for you? And how many times hasn't it happened for you? And if the answer, which it is hasn't happened more than it has, then you know already, just to understand, go to the casino for enjoyment. Comp them, take their food, take their flights if they're giving them to you, take the hotel stays, take whatever they're going to give you, go on the big multiplier days, figure out what days that you have the advantage and utilize it. And if there's no advantage, just don't go. Set it up for a different day. I'm telling you guys, the only way you're going to win is to stay in the comp system. Figure it out, and you can get vacations. I'm telling you, we're going to Laughlin in a couple weeks. And we're getting our hotel stay paid. Our hotel is paid for. Our food is paid for. And our whatever the hell it's called where you stay, a hotel. Thank you. Our hotel stay paid for. So that's about equivalent to about $1,000. So I'm okay with throwing them $1,000 on the trip. It's an even wash. I get a vacation for it. If I even spend another $500, I'm cool with it. But I'm not coming in too much deeper than that, because then I'm losing, right? I'm not getting the same value. And the reality of it is this is our misconception in our mind. If we're going to gamble, we're going to win enough money to retire. No, we still got to go back to work tomorrow. And in most cases, when we lose our money, we feel sick. We feel sick because we can't make the car payment now or the house payment. So the reality is, let me bring it back to check. You're not going there to win. If you're going to do a challenge and have some fun with it. But you're not going to win. You're not going to. You're not going to win ever. All long term, you're not going to win. You're going to win some increments short term. You'll win tomorrow. You'll win maybe in 2 weeks or in another month. Then you might win a few $100 and you feel good. You got it mastered. You don't. I don't. I play wrong. I know. People say, oh, you play. I know I played the wrong strategy. The guy plays the perfect strategy. He's in the same boat. He's still trying to figure out how to get the edge. The only way he's going to get the full edge is by comping them to death. So a lot of video bait, but that's the reality. And I hope it helps somebody to understand that. Listen, I understand nickels are boring, maybe to say you won $200, but the thrill of getting a royal flush, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't care if it's damn pennies, nickels, dimes, quarters, half dollars, whatever, it's a royal flush. The odds are what, 1 in 650,000 to 1. So enjoy the victory, stay in your budget, and put into your retirement fund.